Hello, kids! Welcome to Science 4, Quarter 2, Week 2. I'm Teacher Jessa, your science teacher. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Teacher Jessa TV, where learning is fun and exciting. For the content standards, learners learn that animals and plants have systems that function to keep them alive. Performance standards, by the end of the quarter, learners identify that plants and animals have systems whose function is to keep them alive. Learning competencies and objectives. The learners describe in simple terms how the following body systems work: muscular, skeletal, digestive, circulatory, and respiratory. Summarize the basic functions of the digestive system in a way that is easy for others to understand. Outline the key components and the functions of the circulatory system in a clear and simple manner. Describe how the respiratory system works in straightforward terms. The content of this week's lesson is about human body systems, the digestive system, circulatory system, and respiratory system. Let us know more about this digestive system. Digestive system is a network of organs that help you digest and absorb nutrition from your food. Our body needs food to provide it with energy, vitamins, and minerals. However, in order to use the food, we must first break it down into substances that the various organs and cells in our body can use. Why is digestion important? So digestion is important because your body needs nutrients from the food you eat and the liquids you drink in order to stay healthy and function properly. Nutrients include carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. Your digestive system breaks down and absorbs nutrients from the food and liquids you consume to eat and use for important things like energy, growth, and repairing cells. Here is a representation of the digestive system. So the parts of the digestive system are mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. Mouth. So digestion begins in your mouth. So your teeth grind the food you eat and mix it with the saliva to form a kind of ball known as bolus. So during the mixing, an enzyme called salivary amylase starts breaking down carbohydrates. So once the food is soft and relatively flexible, the tongue pushes it to the back of your mouth and into the esophagus. The next part of the digestive system is the esophagus. So your esophagus is a flattened, muscular tube that connects your mouth to your stomach. So as food is swallowed, your esophagus expands and it takes food about 3 seconds to pass through your esophagus, depending on the texture and the consistency of the food that you have eaten. The next part of the digestive system is the stomach. So your stomach is a J-shaped muscular pouch which receives food from your esophagus and sends it to your small intestine. Inside your stomach, food is mixed with enzyme and acid until it becomes liquid called chyme. So don't forget that the stomach is the main site for the protein digestion and uses powerful enzymes known as pepsin as well as hydrochloric acid to digest foods like meats, milk, and cheese. So here is the small intestine. So the small intestine is an approximately 20-foot long muscular tube which is divided into three distinct parts: the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. So each of the three parts plays a major role in digestion and absorption. Absorption is very crucial for the digestive process because it brings the molecules from the digested food into the blood and ultimately to the cells. So the last part of the digestive system is the large intestine. It is a muscular tube that is about 6 feet long. So it's divided into cecum, the colon, and the rectum. Together, three segments complete any nutrient absorption and process the waste into feces. This time, let's have the circulatory system. Circulatory system is also known as your cardiovascular system. It is made up of your heart and blood vessels. It works to transport oxygen and other nutrients to all the organs and tissues in your body. It also works to remove carbon dioxide and other waste products. Here is a clear picture of your circulatory system. We have the veins, the arteries, and the heart. The blue represents the vein and the red represents the arteries. So what makes up the circulatory system? The circulatory system is made up of heart, arteries, veins, and capillaries. Here are some of the interesting facts about circulatory system. You can read each of the following. Why is circulatory and circulation important? The circulatory system transports oxygen and food to every single part of your body. It is very important that the circulatory system in the body keeps going all the time. If it stops, even just for a short time, then the body will quickly die. How does the circulatory system work? The circulatory system is mainly driven by the heart. The pressure created in the heart pushes blood into the arteries. The arteries expand with the pressure and the blood is forced all the way into smallest capillaries. Veins are surrounded by a variety of muscles and these muscles help move blood through the lower pressure veins and back to the heart. Other activities like large muscle movements can also help drive blood into the system. So in general, it only takes a human and a minute to circulate a portion of blood through the entire system and back to the heart. So here are the major organs and tissues of the circulatory system. We have the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood. We have here the anatomy of the heart. So in humans, the heart has four chambers, consisting of two atria and two ventricles. The atria are the receiving chambers and receive blood from the veins. On the other hand, ventricles are designed to be efficient pumps and sending blood into arteries. Oxygenated blood from the heart or from the lungs, alive to the pulmonary vein to the left atrium. It passes down now to the left ventricle to the mitral valve until atrial systole or contraction. So during ventricular systole, the blood is pumped into the aorta to be circulated in the body through arteries, arteriole, and capillaries. For the blood vessels, we have the two major types of blood vessels. Those that bring blood towards the heart are called veins, and those that carry blood from the heart toward other tissues and organs are called arteries. So arteries and veins undergo repeated branching to produce arteriole and venules. So the thinnest blood vessels are capillaries, made of single layer of squamous epithelial cells. So these thin tubular structures are the primary site for the exchange of materials between the circulatory system and tissues. So we have here the blood. So blood is a liquid tissue. It is a mixture of part liquid and part solid. Plasma is the liquid part of the blood. Here are the examples of red blood cells. So it contains hemoglobin. It is the iron compound which carries oxygen. Another one is the white blood cells, and it is the one that fight diseases. So when we say arteries, it always carry the blood away from the heart. Why can I feel my pulse in my wrist, neck, and temple? With each beat of the heart, a wave of blood is pushed from the heart into the circulation. These waves can be felt as pulsations in arteries close to the skin surface. The veins carry blood to the heart. Let us now go to the respiratory system. Respiratory system is the organs and the structures in your body that allows you to breathe. It includes your lungs, your nose, your mouth, and the tube-like structures like the airways that connect them. You also have muscles and blood vessels that support your respiratory system and ribs to protect it. These parts work together to bring oxygen into your body when you inhale and get rid of carbon dioxide when you exhale. So these muscle cells are hard and bone cells. Here are the parts of the respiratory system. We have the nose and nasal cavity. We have the mouth and the oral cavity, the sinuses, the pharynx, the larynx, the trachea, the bronchi, the lungs, and the diaphragm. So, what is the main function of your respiratory system? So, the main function of respiratory system is to pull in oxygen for your body's cells and get rid of carbon dioxide, a waste product. You do this by breathing in and breathing out, and through gas exchange between small air sacs of your lungs and blood vessels running nearby. Thank you, kids. Hope you have learned a lot from our lesson this week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Teacher Jessa TV, where learning is fun and exciting.